of 150,000 Iraqi Jewish citizens, only 8 were left in Iraq sticking to their land and roots. At the same time, the largest immigration took place in the history of the modern world when those large numbers managed to flee outside their original birthplaces. The Iraqi Jewish community was known for its homogeneous religious roots, and they could, in that way, maintain their identity even when they merged, totally, with the Iraqi society. The Jewish community in Iraq dates back to more than 2,600 years, which meant that it has been the largest Jewish community outside Israel. The Jews contributed in the building of modern Iraq in all economic, social, and political aspects. The hostile feelings against the Jews of Iraq grew in coincidence with the spreading Nazist propaganda declared through the Arabic German broadcasting stations in 1941. The Iraqi Jews faced savage actions of killing and looting that broke out on the first day of the descent of the Torah. The youth militia was formed, and the result was 179 Jews were killed and 2,000 persons were injured. In return, the Iraqi government never compensated those who were hurt, despite the fact that they were innocent people, and although promises were given to handle the case. Those brutal actions formed a turning point in the history of the Iraqi Jews, who had to face actions of pursuit and extreme nationalist feelings, especially after the declaration of Israel as an independent state in 1948. The Iraqi Jews started to flee outside Iraq looking for a safe shelter. Then a decree was formed by the Iraqi government giving allowance for every Jew to leave Iraq. In return, the Jews there were deprived of their Iraqi nationality, besides they were deprived of their bank money and their real estates. The campaign of helping the Jews of Iraq to escape was called, who were 2 Jewish leaders that belonged to the time of the Second Temple Judaism. On the 19th of May 1950, hundreds of air and sea trips set out from Iraq via Cyprus, carrying families of the ancient Jewish community. The total number reached 130,000, but a few thousands remain waiting for salvation. Despite all what happened, that community kept on reserving its Iraqi privacy. In addition to that step, it gathered its forces in order to reshine in the Israeli scene and in all aspects of life. Iraqi Jews are still linked to Iraq through a lot of sad feelings of nostalgia because they had left, by force, their first life. A land that was a base for their melting and interacting with the other Iraqi entities. They still chant Iraqi traditional songs and repeat poems of both belonging and alienation, while the sad agony squeezed their hearts. No Israeli town or city denies the vigorous existence of the Iraqi-born Israeli-lived citizens or ignore their dignified scientific, literary and cultural status inside Israel.
عرصي بقى